Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So I want to show you around quickly of my new office space that I got from a company called WeWorks. So let's have a quick look. Let's go. So it's all like office space here, but the coolest is still to come. Watch this. There's a whole like lounge going on and some games if you want to just relax. And over there is my favorite. Basically cool for everyone who doesn't want to work. Let me quickly show you one more thing. You will love this one. Okay, so you grab this one here. And basically free beer here. How's that? So that's a German's dream come true, L'chaim. You know, the coolest is that it's actually quite cheap. You get your dedicated desk for about $400 depending on which region or which location, which neighborhood you are in. And you know, they have them worldwide. In America, they have a lot. They have some in Germany, in Berlin, some in Tel Aviv, Singapore. So check it out, wework.com. But let's get to the question that I want to address today. Okay, so here, this is our little telephone booth and where it's a little quieter. So let's get started. Zoltan wrote me from Hungary the following. I was a successful gaffer for 10 years and then I found out I want to be a DP, meaning a director of photography. But I did not really succeed at home, meaning in Hungary where he lived, because everybody knows me as a gaffer and he got hired basically by other DPs. Plus, I lost almost all of my clients, meaning his DP clients, because they thought, now I'm a competitor since I want to be a DP as well. So I moved to Vietnam and it worked out first. This was my first year that I was able to live from being a DP. But today, now, I'm struggling. It's like nobody is calling me. I have about 1 till 2 shoots in a month. Even though it's peak time here for TV, I know that I'm undercharging, but with such little work, what could I do? Cheers, Zoltan. Okay, let's break it down. I think the first thing that I read in your email is that the sentence, nobody is calling me. I think that's already the first kind of flagging thing that I'm hearing here, because it seems like you're sitting all day at home and you don't go out and do something, because it's not like this that people will just run into your door and want you unless you're already like a superstar DOP. You really have to hustle and you have to go to meet people. I wouldn't meet them in networking meetings. I think that is not very how do you call it? I have the word. It's not very effective, because the problem is everybody is there just to get jobs and so on. But you might, meet up with a filmmaker group where we have this here in Philadelphia where they share like different work with each other and criticize it, and they exchange like industry stuff and so on, and they go to parties together. So something that is not like smelling like networking, something that you meet over something else, over a different passion, and it could be certainly filmmaking. So get in those type of circles. The other thing is, I think you have to do just a lot of cold calling or emailing or whatever else to get out there. I don't think so it's gonna work that you're just sitting at home and it's gonna work. And you have to really show people why they should choose you over someone else. And don't think that, there is this notion a good product sells itself. It just does not work. It's just not true. I've seen it time and time again, not just in my own business, but I got it confirmed by a business course at Stanford University that I took online, and they taught us there actually that same notion. So there isn't such a thing. Even if you have a good product, you're a great DP, go out and you have to hustle. So That would be my first thing. My second thing that I'm reading in your email is I know that I'm undercharging. If you are undercharging, that might be the other reason for you not having enough jobs. So this is totally counterintuitive, but you have to test it yourself in order to believe it. The only way of making it quick to the top is raising your prices. That's what I experience in my own business. I raise prices constantly for different reasons with different skill sets. I always make sure that I'm giving more benefit to my clients. So I wouldn't go and say that, oh, I charge now double. I will tell them why I charge double. And it's because I have this type of gear, an extra new drone, and maybe an extra crew member or whatever that I'm bringing included in the price to the table. So be creative and find a way to just, charge way more than you do right now. Because here's the psychology in a nutshell. When you cost very little, then the assumption is that your talent and skill set is very little. So in order to play with the big guns or with the bigger guns, you need to, at least in the beginning, fake it that you have this confidence and that you are able to charge what you're worth or what you think you're worth or what you want to be worth. So just go ahead and do it. Zoltan, the other thing that I don't understand is, you said in your email that your DP clients would not hire you anymore as a gaffer, right? And I don't understand why. Why would you go out and tell those people, hey, I want to become a DP too like you? I mean, you cut yourself short from your income. And you could have done like the following, like you could have worked as a gaffer and then tried with other clients getting some DP jobs and then kind of phase out the one and then move slowly into the other. And it seems to be made a hard cut. I don't know what triggered it in you that you would do that, but I think it's not a smart idea to tell the person who's already in that seat you want to get into to tell them that you want to do this, because they feel threatened that you might take away their clients in order to pursue your dreams. Now, as a last point, I had actually a great idea and was facing basically the same like you a few years ago. I think your move when you were stuck in Hungary to move to Vietnam was excellent. So here would be my strategy for you. Or let me bring it up from my own, how I would have done it years ago when I thought I was plateauing in my business. So I would become the expert in my niche here in America. And many of you guys know I'm from Germany, from Berlin. So when business was really slow in America, I was thinking the following and test it. I haven't tested it, but I think this could be really an amazing strategy for a few of you. Create in that foreign country, and you said that you were in Vietnam, create a little super niche in there and shoot really like as much as you can and really as high level as you can. So collect like a lot of jobs, a lot of clients and so on. Then go back to your original country. In your case, it would be Hungary. In my case, it would be Germany, Berlin. And then create in that language a portfolio page and say that you were such and such superstar in Vietnam. Let's say you did some travel magazine footage or films, right? So for, let's say, an internet portal, for an internet travel magazine. So show this all off and, send this really to high-end clients if obviously if your material really holds up to it. And now here's the perception. When in Hungary, or in my case in Berlin, they don't know what is high-end or lower-end here in America, right? They have no sense for that because they are not in that country. But you could, on your portfolio page, could present it in a way that as if you were really the big gun in that country. So for you in Vietnam, for me here in America. And then, since you make people believe and give the impression that you were a big gun in Vietnam, automatically they will assume, oh, he was a big gun over there. then he can be a big gun here in our country as well. So basically what it means is you enter in, you go to another country, come in here, now you go another step higher and so on, go and climb your way much faster up. So why wouldn't it work in your own country? Because we know our reference points. So if I'm in Germany and I say I work for client ABC, they have a reference point, what is considered high and low end, right? Or middle end. And if it's in Vietnam, for example, I have no clue if company XYZ is really a big shot or not. But if your footage looks like they might have been a big shot and you claim, hey, those were really like big projects, there we go. You can move up the ladder or jump actually some of your rungs further higher up and do it in a jumpy fashion. I think that's what I would do. So try it out. Let me know how it's going, and I hope you're able to utilize, this and implement that into your business and making more money and getting hopefully more jobs.